All right, welcome back, eSIM Studios podcast. This is episode number 98. And interestingly enough, I was just looking at when our 100th episode is going to be. And excuse me, I believe that falls on a Friday, right? Because what's today? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So tomorrow would be 99, Friday would be 100. That is perfect. So if you're watching right now, I want everybody to join on our 100th episode. I'm going to do multiple giveaways, right? So we have a little celebration, right? I was like, damn. I think what I'm going to do is we're going to give away a bunch of, we're going to give away not a bunch of stuff, but we're going to give away some items. So you're going to want to stick around for Friday's 100th episode. We're going to give away cases. We're going to give away, we have iPhone cases, Pixel cases, Galaxy cases, and I'm also going to give away Amazon gift cards or e-gift cards, right? So if you're a winner, I can literally, if you email me right after the show, I can literally send you a $25 Amazon e-gift card within minutes. So join us and I'll promote it once this live stream is done. I'll put out a community post this afternoon, tomorrow, and then Friday morning. Just reminding everybody that it's the 100th episode, and we'll celebrate, right? And I'll give stuff away. So thank you for joining us. My name is Taylor Bell, by the way. I had an eventful morning. If you can see right behind me, well, to the left, I Samsung Galaxy Tab S9 Ultra. It's the Ultra, big tablet. Now I recorded a unboxing. It's uploaded, and I'm gonna make it live right after this live stream. So if you want to watch it's not that long, but go over the basics. And actually, that deal that I reviewed yesterday, the Samsung deal, I took advantage of it. That's after taxes. How much is that? It's let's see here. That is this tablet is $1,200. So it's roughly 1,200 taxes. Let's see, 1.0825. It's $1,300 with taxes out the door if you were just to buy it with no deal, right? Check this out. I paid $168 for it. Now, I found a trade-in, right? I found a cheap trade-in, but if you total what I paid to upgrade and the tablet that I had to trade it in for, basically paid 250, 260 for, and that's it out the door for a tablet that's $1,300. I took advantage of it. And actually, you know what? If you want to flip it too, because I was like, damn, even if you don't want to keep it, you could do this. You could do this trade-in offer. You can do this deal. Turn around and sell it because they're going used right now for like $700, $750, $800 used, and this is brand new. So you could spend $250, flip it for $8, and that's a nice little profit right there. So if there's any side hustlers out there like myself, it's a good hustle or it's a good deal. So it's almost too good to pass up. Whenever I find deals that are too good to pass up, I jump right on it. Now, I love Samsung Galaxy tablet. I've had the S7 Plus, Tab S7 Plus. I've had that Tab S8 Ultra, and now I have the S9 Ultra. So I literally just set it up. I haven't even been able to play with it yet. So it's a very nice tablet. I mean, it's a Galaxy tablet, so it's gonna be badass. Thank you for joining us. Sorry for that long intro. Let me get a little music going on here, and we'll get into the news because and I had to kind of scramble to find some news, but we have some good topics here because I was out of the house, the home office, quote unquote, all morning, and then I got home about 2 hours ago. Came in the office, set it up, and now I'm here. So I haven't really had time to go through much of the news, but the few minutes I did scour through the news, I found some good stuff for us. So we have carrier news. I got T-Mobile news. You can tell by the thumbnail. T-Mobile's raising prices again. And then I have Samsung Galaxy news, but not that. I'm talking about other news. So the Galaxy Ring, right? Daniel, you're familiar with that Aurora Ring. And then we have going back to yesterday's news, the new foldables that Samsung's coming out with, the Z Flip 6 and Z Fold 6. I have some news in regards to that again. And we'll see what else is making headlines right before we get out of here. Probably going to be about another 45 minutes. Long intro, sorry. But before we get to this news, I want to remind everybody that the eSIM Studios podcast can be found on any podcast platform around the world where we are a certified podcast, right? Certified for quality. Maybe not certified by the host. Well, I guess technically I am, but I try to put a quality production together. It may not be the best, and this one was last second, but nonetheless, I want to mention I did mention, look, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio Music app, YouTube Music, the app Pocket Casts, Amazon Music, YouTube Music. Anywhere you can find your podcast, search eSIM Studios, will pop up. Or if you catch us in the middle of this live stream, come back, catch the replay, and I'll try and trim out the intro. So I know it can be annoying. If I have like a 5-minute intro, it can be annoying to watch the replay and just sit there while the intro's going. So anyways, I'm going to double back a little later, and I'm going to start trimming out the intros. So if you do catch the replay, as soon as you hit play, we get right into it. So thank you again. I really, really appreciate it. The channel is this YouTube channel is looking very good, very promising. All the numbers are up. I could not find one statistic where the numbers were down. I swear to God, everything's up. So I want to thank you. Right? I want to thank you. I created this channel for the viewer, not for myself, and it's the God's honest truth. I created it for y'all. We're not like every other technology YouTube channel, and I think that's fairly noticeable when you first tune in, right? Whether it's my uploading content, you could probably find some other channels that are similar. However, what sets us apart is this live stream. Right? It's the community we're going to build. There's not a lot of live streaming in the technology sectors of YouTube. I have no idea why. I think live streaming is, I would like to say the future of YouTube, but we're already in the future. But I'm saying moving forward, I think this is really what's going to set the channel apart. And then once we introduce, check this out. This is going to be cool. Is there anybody out there that would like to join me, not necessarily do a formal podcast together, but on some other live streams all around YouTube, they'll put a link out there. And if you're just scrolling live streams or YouTubes and you see our channel live, you select the channel, you select the video, and then they'll have a link, right, where you can come up to the panel and join the host. I think I'm going to start doing that if you want to. It's up to y'all. If I put it out there starting next week and I don't get any clicks, it's no big deal, right? I'm gonna still do a show. I'm gonna still do stories. But if you have an opinion, if you think I'm full of shit, or if you think I'm totally wrong, or even if you agree, you can click the link and join me for a few minutes, and we can talk whatever the topic is. So I'm gonna start implementing that and implementing you, the viewer, a little more, and a little more, right? Again, introducing something a little new to the YouTube technology space, right? A lot of different sectors, a lot of different spaces on YouTube. My favorite technology is missing live streaming. So this is what we are bringing to the table. Let me clear my throat real quick and we'll get started, right? Yeah, real quick before that's what I was thinking. I was thinking of this. I've had this thought for a while to put a link out there and have people come up and talk. Because the live streams I watch, it's crazy because the majority of YouTube I watch, I would say 80 to 90% of my time is spent watching live streams. I think it brings a whole nother aspect of it's the realness, it's the damn, what could they say, what could happen, because when you upload a video, you can edit, you can do whatever you want to with it, and the viewer at home or wherever you're at, you're never gonna know. That's what is enticing and kind of cool about live streaming. It's like live TV. You don't know what's going to go wrong. Anyways, when I was thinking of implementing how else can we advance this channel, this live stream, this podcast, like, you know what? I need to have somebody else. Now, I don't have a co-host, but again, we'll put a link out there if you want to, talk Pixels when the new Pixels come out. Next week, new Galaxy news comes out. I was thinking of three specific subscribers to this channel, and one of those was Daniel. So you got a lot of good insight. So I think you would add a lot of good things to the topic. So hang on one second. Allergies here. I know y'all hear me say that every now and then. Yo, it's bad. I don't know if you can tell, my eyes are red. It's really bad today, so hang on. Alrighty. Let's see here. And getting back to the live streams, real quick while I pull this the news up. I think it helps. Now, every once in a while, you're gonna have to, or I am, not you, but I am the host. You're gonna have to be careful about random people that want to hop on, because they have I'm sure y'all are aware, they have I don't even know if I'm allowed to say it, where somebody will join, but as soon as they actually get on your screen, they'll like flash themselves, and then they'll get your channel striked or taken down, basically. So I'm gonna have to, at first I'm gonna be a little cautious, right? I'm gonna have to see your name, I'm gonna have to recognize your name. Obviously Daniel and a few others, like I mentioned, more than welcome to come on, but I'm gonna have to be careful at first, because definitely don't want that. Okay, so and again, I know we have quite a few more people joining us. I can see. Again, if you missed it, join us Friday. Don't miss Friday's show. I'm giving away Amazon gift cards. E-gift cards. I'm giving away cases. I still have cases here for the Pixel devices, Galaxy devices, and iPhone devices. Yo, when I was going to get this tablet, I went into Best Buy to pick it up. You'll see in the unboxing, because I recorded myself. Anyways, the new iPads are pretty badass, and y'all know I don't like Apple. The new iPads with the M4 chip, pretty badass. But I could not get a Samsung. Well, plus there wasn't any good deals on the iPads. Those were like $1,200. This was what, $160 out the door, and then $250 with my trade-in. Okay, so T-Mobile. Now, I've been getting frustrated with T-Mobile, right? So, T-Mobile. I have T-Mobile as my personal carrier. I also have Google Fi. Now, I get Google Fi for free because Google Fi does sponsor this eSIM Studios podcast. And by the way, if you're looking to switch maybe from T-Mobile to another carrier, and you want to switch to Google Fi, go down in the link below our video description. Now, let me preface it by saying this. When I say go to the link in the description box, sometimes I forget I'm streaming. Literally, I'm streaming on 2, 3, 4, on like 7 or 8 different platforms, right? Twitter or X, Instagram, Facebook, and then 4 or 5 YouTube channels. So the links are not going to be there. If you hear me say the link is in the description, I'm specifically talking about my eSIM Studios YouTube channel link video descriptions, right? So I have a really good deal, Google Fi service, video description, eSIM Studios, it's down there. All the link, I got tons of links down there for a bunch of cool shit. So T-Mobile raising prices again. Now, when you first hear this headline, you're like, oh my God, at least I was, because we've seen not a lot, but there's been some, right? So I've been a T-Mobile customer. When did I make the switch? 7 or 8 years ago. Before that, I had AT&T for a few years. I'm gonna say 3 to 4 years. Before that, I had Verizon for a brief. Period of time, and then before that, I had some. I think it was Cricket, some cheap ass. Excuse me. Now it's actually pretty good. Cricket is all the smaller MVNOs are actually really decent. But I'm talking about back in the day, like 20 years ago, right? When they first started, you were kind of embarrassed to have like a Cricket or a not embarrassed, but you know what I'm talking about, right? Now it's like they're almost just as good. Shit. Like I said, I have Google Fi and I love it. So anyways, now why did I make the switch from Verizon to AT&T and then to T-Mobile? It's because of the bill, right? So just like no different from myself, from you, Daniel, or anybody else watching in the crowd, price is going to determine 99.99% of people and their purchasing decisions, whether it's cell phone service, whether it's cell phones, whether it's a hat, whether it's socks, right? A car. Price is basically the determining factor. Every once in a while, you're going to have somebody that says, oh, screw it, I'm going to buy it no matter what the price. It doesn't happen that often, right? So that's why I've been switching from Verizon back in the day to AT&T for a while. And then the reason why I switched to T-Mobile from AT&T was because of the price. Now, back then, they were considered the uncarrier. Y'all remember that? Well, who was the CEO? It was a Lazier, Logano, something like that. Kind of a weird guy, right, with long hair. Kind of a hippie-looking type of guy. I think he was Brazilian or something. That's when they were the uncarrier, right? So you could get unlimited data, unlimited everything for like, I think $30, right? As we sit here today, and now my bill is like $200. Not even lying. A month. So over those 7 or 8 years, we've seen, me personally, I can remember, and maybe I'm wrong, but I can remember maybe 2 or 3 price hikes throughout the years, right? Now, when you first glance at this headline, it doesn't seem that, or when you first hear it, you're like, oh, here we go again. Now, when you look at the fine details, look at this. Expect a price increase between $2 to $5, right? Depending on your plan. And they've remember the Magenta Max, and they've gone through a few different transitions. Now, they cannot be considered the uncarrier anymore. They are the carrier. They are, at the moment as we sit, the carrier that they trolled years ago. Do you remember how T-Mobile used to always give AT&T and Verizon, they used to troll them, the commercials, the advertisements? We're the Un-carrier. We're not like them. We're different. Well, now they are them. T-Mobile is him. They are full-blown, as big as you can get carrier. Now, I think buying Sprint had something to do with that. They also brought on a number of smaller MVNOs, smaller carriers. But not every year, at least maybe I'm wrong, but it seems like every couple years they raise the prices. Now, this goes into play with rising prices all across the board, right? So I'm sure you have noticed whenever you go to the grocery store, what was it? Triscuits. You know the Triscuits, the little snacks. A box of those, $5.81. And I did a double glance. I was like, what the a couple years ago, because I love Triscuits, I specifically remember them being $3.18. So they just raised it by basically $2.50 out of nowhere. Maybe they just did it because I just noticed it. Maybe it's been like that for a year. I have no idea. But with everything, prices are going up. So cell phone service is no different. So what is the carrier's biggest expense? So if you're T-Mobile, you're in the boardroom, you're looking at your sheets, you go down expenses. What is the biggest expense for a carrier, specifically T-Mobile we're talking about? Now, I'm not talking about payroll, because that would be the first guess, right? It's probably payroll or to benefits, insurance, policies for your employees. Look, that might be the biggest one, but what I'm getting at is spectrum. Yes, the data, the frequencies that actually carry your phone calls to your phone, your text messages to your phone, that carries the data from the towers to your phone. That's spectrum. That is a huge cost to these carriers. We're talking billions upon billions of dollars for spectrum. And it seems like they're continually buying more. Just a few months ago, they bought a ton of spectrum for $2.5 billion, right? And they're constantly trying to buy up this spectrum. So it's basically frequencies. When I say spectrum, it's frequencies, right? Because that's what will carry your carrier services, your data, your calls, your text messages. That's what carries that from the towers to your phone. It comes to your phone, right? Like this, on a frequency. Now, each frequency is a little bit different. They have different frequencies, right? T-Mobile's trying to buy all these frequencies up because it helps to make a robust, more powerful system, and it helps increase your coverage, right? So there's a battle between AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile buying the spectrum. Who do they buy it from? Well, they either buy it from the FCC, or they buy it from a acquisition of a smaller cell phone company. That's typically how it works, and they basically have to turn around. What's his name? They need John. Is it Laguerre? Yes, that's his name. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, he kind of had like long hair. Actually, let me show people, because I know you and I know what he looks like, but most people don't, and they probably will when they see his face. How do you spell his last name? Leg. I was thinking of this guy. Check this out. I was thinking of this guy, of this name. That's why I was kind of stuttering when I said his name. I was thinking of John Leguizamo, but that's obviously not him. Legere. Is that his name? Yes, this guy. Okay, so he did a very good job. He was a little quirky, but that was his whole shtick. It fit T-Mobile perfectly from the time he was there. It was the Un-carrier, a little quirky. I think the other CEOs kind of laughed, when he walked in the room, but hey, he did his job, and he did his job very well. Now, when T-Mobile purchased Sprint and the merger happened, now this is at the very beginning. There must have been a buyout. There must have been some kind of deal in this buyout where he stepped down. Now, he got a huge, huge severance package, billions of dollars, because I think he really helped spark the deal, or got this deal basically to work. Took a long time. It actually just got approved. Literally, the ink just dried. I want to say last month on the T-Mobile Sprint merger deal. I was going to mention that in a podcast last month, and just, didn't get around to it. But look, when did they first merge? 2-3 years ago? Like, these things take a lot of time, a lot of negotiations. And that deal was huge. So T-Mobile continually buying spectrum. T-Mobile continually has to pay for rising healthcare costs for employees. What I'm getting at is this is the major way they can increase revenue to help supplement all their rising costs, is unfortunately pass it on to the customer, right? And then you and I are left to wonder, is it worth it or not, right? So I think, and everybody's different. There's not one right answer. $200 cell phone bill for myself seems high to me, but to I don't know, my neighbor down the street that's got 4 kids, a wife, he's got 7 lines or 6 lines, whatever it is, he may think that's a good deal, right? So it all varies depending on person. But you will here in a little bit have to decide, if you haven't already, is it worth it? So I've ironically been testing out to see if I can go with Google Fi full time. I think I can. I have my Google Fi SIM card. It's an eSIM, but I have it in this phone, the Nothing Phone 2A. Before that, I had it in the S24 Plus. And I did a speed test just the other day. Now, this is Metro San Antonio. What were the speeds at? Now, I know T-Mobile's faster, but it is cheaper. But I think these MVNOs, these smaller carriers, I still think they catch a bad rap, right? They're actually surprisingly good. They're actually surprisingly really good. Let's see, speed test. What is this here? Yeah, so you get this on Google Fi. Just look at this. Look at this. It's incredible. So this is with Google Fi. This is not even with T-Mobile. Now, Google Fi uses T-Mobile spectrum, frequencies, towers, and service. But look at these speeds. It's pretty freaking good. For Google Fi, look, and you can tell up here, it's not a T-Mobile speed test that I'm saying it was Fi. No, it's Fi. Look, you can tell the Google Fi logo right up there. That's really good. The latency could be better, but nonetheless, that's a good speed test. On the T-Mobile, the best I've gotten over here where I did this one is, I think, just under a gigabit download speed. So it's roughly half, right? But those are good speeds for $20 a month compared to $200 a month. Now, here's the catch. Oh, and I'm glad we're mentioning this because I want to talk about OnePlus and T-Mobile. But before we do that, here's the deal. You can't really lower your, you can always call them. You can always ask them, hey, what can I take off? What services can I take off to lower the bill? Generally, they'll help you out. Every now and then you get a dope. But I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, big thing to assist you, not maybe right now, but down the line in the future, is think about it. Next time you want a new phone or you want to upgrade, do not upgrade through T-Mobile. Don't do it. See if there's any other way. And look, you can. Samsung, Apple, Google have all those three major players, those three smartphones that sit up top of the smartphone world, have gotten really good on their own websites about trade-in deals, trade-in offers, how much they give you for trade-ins, and it's a really viable option now, getting your device outside of the carrier. They even offer, if you can't buy it right out, which a lot of people cannot, financing, right? And a lot of the financing is right along the lines of how much you would pay at T-Mobile, sometimes even better. But purchasing your next device through T-Mobile, I would not do it. I wouldn't do it on any carrier, right? Whether you have AT&T or Verizon, because what they do, they don't even care about the phone, right? So I used to work at Sprint before they got bought up by T-Mobile. And how it works, it was kind of eye-opening working there. How it works is they don't even, I say they don't even care about the phone. Look, they make some money on the phone. It's not a lot. What they care about is locking you in for the next 2 to 3 years. And why do they want to sign up your whole family? I got this phone, shame on me. I got this, did I get this on T-Mobile? Yeah, Samsung sent me this one. Okay, Samsung sent me this one, but I got this at T-Mobile for free with a trade-in. All I had to do was trade in a Samsung Galaxy S9, and it give you, and that's a $68 smartphone. $68. So why are they giving me $1,000 credits for a $68 smartphone, and in return giving me a $1,000 phone? Why would they do that? It shows you how desperate they are to lock you in for service for the next 2 to 3 years. Now, they also know the average subscriber has, I think when I was working there, the average subscriber, meaning the head of an account, of each account, would have, I think it came out to 1.8 phones per account. So rounded out to 2 phones per account. They know that if the more likely they are to get the next device locked in for another 2 or 3 years, then what was the number? They have a 87% chance of locking that same customer in on his next phone, right? Because it's roughly 2 phones per account holder on the account, 2 lines, 2 phones. So this is all a numbers game. They know that. We know that. So again, yeah, working there is pretty eye-opening. They don't care. The phones, they don't care. They want to lock you in to that service because that's technically, it's minus you skipping out on the bill, which I'm not going to say anything, but that's essentially locking you in for $200 every month for the next 3 years, 2 years, 3 years. So that helps them project their revenue moving down the line, which helps the stock, helps the company, right? If they have really rock solid subscribers, you hear them say, "Oh, we're the only cell phone company that has rising subscriber growth." That means AT&T and Verizon lost more subscribers in a given month than they gained, and T-Mobile gained more subscribers that month or that year than they lost, right? So it helps the stock price, it helps the board members, it helps everybody in the executive office, helps everybody keep their job. So look, again, they're it's a pretty fine-tuned science. It's a pretty fine-tuned business, but and price hikes is part of the deal. So it's unfortunate, but us the end users are the ones that suffer, basically, right? With any business, it's always the consumer that gets screwed. And then you have to make a choice. You have to make a choice. Is it worth it, right? So Daniel says he completely agrees. They basically went back to yes, over the 2 to 3 years. I buy unlocked usually from Best Buy with Total Tech. They give you extended warranty insurance with Total Tech. Is that a website, Total Tech, or is that just like a term that Best Buy uses? Oh yeah, I think that is. I was on their website. Oh shit, I was just in there today. Yeah, I think. Yeah, interestingly enough, I purchase more tablets and laptops from Best Buy than phones. I have a pretty good phone purchase. I'll usually get it from the manufacturer, but if I want to get a used phone, like here's what I'm gonna do. Well, hang on. Or the OEM. Yeah. That's what I was just saying. Samsung has the best trading values, especially with that tablet. Holy crap! It's almost too good to pass up. Total Tech, Best Buy, annual subscription. Oh, 2-year warranty on all devices you buy from them at no extra charge. No shit. Is it all electronics or just phones and tablets? Total Tech. They didn't. Well, of course, I bought this through Samsung and just picked it up at Best Buy. I think the last phone I bought at Best Buy was a Galaxy S10 Plus. Y'all remember the S10 Plus? It had the kind of the camera, sideways camera bar. Not as pronounced as the Pixel. Everything. Got you. Oh, even... no shit. Huh. I'm going to look into that. And they also have decent trade-in values. Look, Best Buy, they're not great. Actually, you know what? I was going to get the OnePlus 12 from Best Buy. And they were going to give me a decent value from what I'm recording on. I'm recording on an S22. They were going to give me... What was it? No. $260 or $280. Pretty good. S22. It's the base model, but it's a small one, but it's got 256 gigs. I use that for all my webcam, and then overhead I have all these other devices, but my main webcam is the S22. Best Buy gave me one of the better trade-in values for that device than anybody else. So yeah, their trade-in values are pretty good. Hey, what's going on, man? We've had a pretty good opening. Caught most of it. We're still on our my first story. I had a long intro, but it was well worth it. Yo, check this out. Join us on Friday. Friday's going to be our 100th episode. We're going to do a bunch of giveaways. We'll do cases, and I'll have to go to the stores. I'll have to see what else I have electronic wise. I know I got some stuff I can give away. Oh, that hang on. I'm gonna check this out. I'm gonna do the review of this. I got a confirmation from them that I can give this away. I'm going to do the review. I've been using this. Remember that from yesterday? Damn. Plod Note. ChatGPT empowered AI voice recorder. I recorded the unboxing. And I'm going to do the review video tomorrow. So I'll have everything out of the way. And then Friday... Oh, this will be one of the things I give away. How much is this? It's like $200. Let's see. What is this? How much is it? Woo, look at that. $159 can be yours. Completely free. So I'll give away this. And then I'll do Amazon gift cards, $25. Anyways, I promise you, if you join us on our eSIM Studios YouTube channel on Friday and you enter to win, I can almost guarantee you that majority, well, I don't know how many will enter, but I guarantee you'll have a good chance of winning something. Okay, so we're talking carriers. Who do you? Oh yeah, you have Google Fi. That's right, you have Google Fi, and AT&T, or just Google Fi. But price hikes on T-Mobile is not that uncommon. I wonder if there's a tracker, right? If there's a website company that keeps track of these things. That'd be a good idea to create a website if there's not one. Let's see. Or you could just use Google. So let's see how they compare. Jeez, I don't want to. I Googled AT&T price hike and they're talking about stocks. No, I'm talking about monthly service. Damn, look, T-Mobile announced that they're increasing the price hike, and look, their stock's up today. I wonder why. Because investors know that they're going to see more revenue. Let's go back to news and see if I can find anything. Yep, that's not it. Space Mobile. What the hell is this? Cool. Oh, it's a new service that's going to use satellites. AT&T and AST Space Mobile. That's a cool name. I like that. Space Mobile. Yeah. Oh, you have Google Fi, AT&T, and Verizon. Damn. Space Mobile. So what is this? Dallas, Midland, Texas, AT&T and AST Space Mobile enter a commercial agreement to provide their first space-based broadband network direct to everyday cell phones. AT&T and AST Space Mobile announced a commercial agreement to provide their first space-based broadband network direct to everyday cell phones. And two companies have been on this path together since 2018. The agreement is another key step towards providing even blah, 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 blah. Okay, so be on the lookout for that. I might get into that at another time, but look, I don't know. I'm sure I could find it out, and I might do that when we get off here. Because I want to see his T-Mobile on par with raising prices as... Look, I'm sure... I haven't been up to date with everything up to date with AT&T and Verizon, but it's pretty common. You're going to see a price hike at least, I would say maybe once a year, once every 2 years. But here's the other thing that pisses me off, and we'll move on to the next story, is if I'm going to be paying T-Mobile all this money, they got to get these data leaks under control. This is ridiculous, man, with how many data leaks, massive data leaks they've had. And then AT&T just had one a couple months ago, 100, I don't know, it was 40-something million people. Something has to be done. I don't know what, but I believe I'll say the government needs to step in, but something's got to be done, right? If they can't do it themselves... And I don't know what, because it's kind of hard to... Because here's what's happening. We've discussed this, right? Bad actors. These bad guys are applying for jobs with the intent of stealing data, not with the intent of having a career and making money and advancing in the company. No. They're going to advance just to the point where they can have access to the data, and then they're going to steal it. There's not much you can do if that's the case, which is the case right now. So, I don't know. But going back to the main story, expect a increase of $2 to $5 depending on the plan. Now, real quick, I promise we'll move on. I just want to do a little math here, and then we'll move on. How many T-Mobile postpaid subscribers does T-Mobile have? and we'll do some math. All right, so where are we? March 2024. Now this is postpaid. This is not T-Mobile prepaid. T-Mobile postpaid. Only necessary. Number of postpaid mobile contract customers. T-Mobile. Where are we at? 2023. No, I need 2024. Number of customers in thousands. T-Mobile held. Okay, what's a lot of money? Now that's in 2020. Oh, in the fourth quarter of 2023. So we're talking fairly recent, not exactly up to the date, up to the second correct information. But here's a rough estimate. T-Mobile has 98 million postpaid customers, right? So if you take 98 million. Damn, something really jacked up. The allergies got my eye irritated. So 98. Even if they increase it by $2, that's what? An extra $196 million per month extra, right? And if they increase it by $5, Jesus, $490 million extra per month that they're going to bring in. No wonder why their stock price is up today. The investors say, "Woo, they're going to bring in that money," while we are the ones that they're going to be pulling the money from our pockets. So it is what it is. Look, we'll move on, but just to reiterate, everybody has to decide for themselves. Is it worth it? Is it not? But I did show you my speed test. My service with Google Fi has been phenomenal all over town. Now, I have not gone out of the country. I have not gone outside of the metropolitan area. I will do that next month to test it. I will be. Anyways, I'm going to be out of the metropolitan area next here in about 3 weeks, so I'll be able to test it then. But inside the city, Google Fi, phenomenal. So I've had Mint Mobile. Really good, and Google Fi, really good. Both run on T-Mobile service. Mint Mobile's about $15-20 a month, and Google Fi $20 a month. So if you want to make the switch, link is in the video description, right? So let's see. So we were talking about Samsung yesterday. Well, we were talking about the the Z Flip 6, Z Fold 6. And specifically, the upgrades that they were going to put in the foldables, right? Well, I guess we were specifically talking about the Flip. And we got word that they are putting in the S24 Plus cameras. Well, 2 out of the 3 cameras they're going to include on the Z Flip 6, which is a huge upgrade. We got news that they're going to input 12 gigs of RAM in the Z Flip 6. Huge multitasking, not necessarily performance, but multitask. It's a huge update to me. And then we got word today that it looks like Samsung might drop. You know how Samsung does, depending on what region you're in, depending on what country you're watching this in, Samsung will have their own Exynos CPU in some countries, in some markets. And then they'll release a version with the Qualcomm Snapdragon in some other markets, right? They've been doing this for years. I know maybe some iPhone users that switch to Samsung are like, they do what? That's weird. Maybe, but they've been doing it for years. And every year it varies what countries are going to have which CPU. Thank God the USA has been rather consistent with just the Qualcomm. Do y'all remember the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge? Do y'all remember that one? that was released in the United States with AT&T only with an Exynos CPU. The other comparable Samsung Galaxy S6 at Verizon that was released at T-Mobile, and the one that was released unlocked here in the US, all had the Snapdragon, a Qualcomm CPU. The AT&T model was the only one that had an Exynos CPU. Kind of weird. It's a long story that I don't have time to get into, but maybe we will someday. But we got word that it looks like Samsung is just going to go full-blown Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 exclusively globally. So it looks like they're not going to be using the Exynos CPU in this year's foldables. Generally, that's good news, right? If you're kind of unfamiliar with the situation, I'm not going to get into it. I don't have that much time. But this is a good thing. This 8 Gen 3 CPU, I love it. I haven't had many. Now, this phone has gotten. So check this out. Where's my case? Y'all know when I started this channel, I wanted to be honest. I wanted to have an honest channel, right? Like, I wanted to give you my honest opinion. I didn't want companies to basically, or sponsors to basically buy my review, or just because they're paying or offering free products. That doesn't mean I have to just give you a glowing review and bypass all the negative stuff. So I do have a little modification on my review of this Ringkey case. So Ringkey did provide this case to me for free for a review. And I think I have this case up here for a review. I've been using this. I'll switch cases all the time. I've been using this for the last 2 days. And while this case is on my S24 Ultra, my phone gets really, really hot. And it's just this case, because you know why? That's why it's off. I've been using it since I've been home today, and yesterday. Not hot. When I put it on here, phone gets hot. So that's what I'm saying. Please beware if you have this Ringkey case. You know why? Because it doesn't have the channels in here for the heat dissipation, for the heat to release. There's no heat channels. There's no air channels. There's no way for the phone to basically cool off properly. And it's like an insulator. This case just holds the heat in. So I guess I'm kind of doing this on the fly, but I need to revisit this review, or maybe put out a short telling you that, please be careful. If you have this Ringkey case, or any case that does not have those air channels in there, please beware, or just know, I'm not saying it's a guaranteed your phone's going to overheat. It depends on what phone. It depends on if you're in 100-degree weather in South Texas, or if you're in Alaska. Yes, that all is a determining factor. But from my experiences over this last week, not using this case, using another case, phone is completely fine. Using this case, phone gets hot. I'll just leave it at that. It's the Ringkey Onyx. So, just got to be honest. Let's see. So we got through the 8 Gen 3 CPU in the foldables for Samsung this year. No Exynos. And let's see, do I have enough time? I got a few minutes. Check this out. Rumored Galaxy Ring Pro. Oh, damn it. Okay. So check this out. Is anybody interested in the Graphene OS? Because I think I'm going to get a used Pixel and do Graphene OS. It's the de-Googled operating system, where you can take a Pixel, remove Google apps, or you can still have them on there, but you remove the Google services, location tracking, the history, all that stuff gone, to where it's essentially it's a de-Googled Pixel. If y'all are interested in that, I think I've asked this before, but I will I was just looking at Pixels earlier, used Pixels. I'm going to buy used like a 7 or 7A and then do a Graphene OS install and review. And then I was thinking, I bet I could buy Pixels, install Graphene OS on them, and then sell them like they are. Because, a lot of people don't want to mess with the install and flashing a ROM and doing all this stuff. I might look into that. But let's see. Ooh, the Galaxy Ring might cost more than Samsung Galaxy smartwatches. Yikes. So what do these smartwatches start off at? $299, $349. Okay, so the Ring. So check this out. So the Galaxy Ring is going to cost somewhere in the range of $300 to $350, which is right where I thought it was going to land. I wasn't sure. That sounds about right. It'll be a health fitness tracker minus the GPS tracking, but it will have health geared functionality. We got. It says Galaxy's price could compete with Aurora as a subscription plan gets rumored. Oh, so they might have a subscription plan, really? Let's see here. Yes, we did this. And dropping Exynos for the foldables. Just going through all of my remaining stories. Truecaller's AI assistant can now clone your voice to answer calls. Cool. Is it just me, or are we witnessing the opening scenes of an AI takes over the world movie? Not quite. Man, I haven't used Truecaller in a long time. So they're saying Truecaller is a phone app, basically, for Android. I don't think they have it for iPhone. Been around for years. The new updated version of this Truecaller app has the AI assistant that offers features like automatic call answering, message taking, spam detection, as well as users can now train the AI assistant to answer calls using a digital clone of their voice. Oh, so it's a clone of your voice, or it'd be a clone of my voice. So the person on the other end thinks you're talking when you're really not. So it'd be like, hey, whatever, I can't get to my phone, leave a message. I mean, I don't know. What's the point? I mean, a voicemail lady can do that, right? Previously, users had to choose from 7 preset digital voices. Huh. Okay. I want to give away smart trackers. I want to review these new smart trackers. Find the new Find My Device network for Android. I need to find out what company has this new technology. Find My Device trackers manufacturer 40% shipping confirmation to its customers. Yo, what the hell is Pebble Me? We shall find out. Pebblebee Clip Gen 2 rechargeable Bluetooth. Oh, so this is one of the very first smart devices trackers that works with Google's and Android's new Find My Device network. Wow, so they have a card design you can put in your wallet. And they also have a keychain you can put, obviously, with the keys. Next generation rechargeable item trackers for Android, works with Google's Find My Device app. So this is a new. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get one of these. Pre-order starts shipping globally May 27th. That's here in just a couple days. Okay. Okay, so here's what they got. They have clips, they have a card, and they have a tag. Our smallest rechargeable item tracker ever. 8-month battery life. Or they have a card which essentially sticks into your wallet like you guessed, a credit card or driver's license, will last up to 18 months. It has a bright LED light on it and a loud buzzer. Now let's go back to that tag for Android on the left-hand side. That has a 8-month battery life. It has a loud buzzer and it also has a bright LED light. And then probably their most popular item, I'm assuming, is the clip, right? The ultimate item tracker has a built-in key ring attachment, bright LED, loud buzzer, improved rechargeable battery that lasts up to 12 months on one charge. This one lasts up to 18. Now look at this. This is remember this. It says rechargeable, right? So you're not going to have to pry it open. You're not going to have to break the item because these are plastic. Let's face it. When you bust open those Apple AirTags, you snap stuff, break. It's easy to break stuff. I don't know why they have not introduced this earlier. This is a duh moment. Why don't you just make one that's rechargeable? Like it could even have a proprietary charging clip like a smartwatch does, like this one right here, this tag. You see those two little copper connectors? Just simply give it a two little connectors to charge it. You don't have to pry it open. You don't have to worry about breaking something. If this thing was waterproof, if you did snap something, a tracker that was water resistant, it wouldn't be anymore after you break off one of the tabs. So that's the old way of doing it. I think this is pretty cool. Recharge it, and the charge lasts for either 8 months, 12 months, or 18 months. Duh. So I'm definitely going to be getting one of these. In fact, I'm going to order one here right after the live stream here. I think this would be good to give away too, right? Because most of our viewers are Android users, I'm assuming. And this works with all Android phones. It works with the newer flagship Android phones. I think anybody could use this. So I may buy a couple of them and keep one, review one, and give one away, right? So I'll do that. Let me save this. But so here's the app. Pretty cool. Wait, what is it in the fine print? Find My Device network requires location services and Bluetooth to be turned on. Requires cell service or internet connection. Okay. Works on Android 9 Plus and in certain countries or age-eligible users. Cool. Well, that's badass. I think I'm going to grab a couple of these. Okay. Let me scan. I think that's about it, guys. Let me pull this down. Hang on. Let me see what we got. That looks like Looks like the OnePlus 12. Maybe you could grab one of these. Got a big discount. Let's see real quick. Let's check and then I'll get off. So, OnePlus 12, they have a Memorial Day sale. If you're unaware, if you go to OnePlus website, official website, you can get a base model OnePlus 12. Thank God they did away with the 8 gigs of RAM base model a long time ago. So their base model includes 12 gigs of RAM. It includes 256 gigs of storage. And as of right now, it includes a major discount. This is at OnePlus's official website. You can get a OnePlus 12 base model. It's only in black though. The green one's the upgraded storage variant. 16 gigs of RAM, 512 of storage. However, the base model, the black model, 256 model, instead of $799, they automatically knock $100 off. And then you can get another $30 off for simply submitting your email or providing your email. So it's $130 off. And they're also accepting trade-ins, right? Now, it looks like Amazon is also carrying maybe the same deal. It looks like it is, because look. Here on Amazon's what is this, Memorial Day sale? Yeah. Let's do this. Recommended if you want a stylish, premium feeling smartphone. Skip this deal if you want an absolute best camera tech on the market. Or skip this if you're looking for a trade-in deal. Wow. So let's check this out. Oh, let's see what we got here. Now, is there a catch? Like, it says $100 off, but in the fine print, it'll say, get a free $100 gift card. No, I want $100 off of the price of the phone. $256 gig black, $699. Okay, so it's the same as OnePlus. However, OnePlus is offering an extra $30 off if you sign up with your email, and they're accepting trade-in offers for your old device. I don't think Amazon accepts trade-ins, do they? Excuse me. Yeah, I don't. Probably the best deal, unless you really got to get it on Amazon, go through OnePlus. I know Best Buy had a deal on them, and Best Buy does do trade-in offers, but actually OnePlus has the absolute, if you're looking for the absolute very best deal on a OnePlus 12, a brand new one, the OnePlus website's got it. I just looked into this a couple days ago. So, all right, folks, I'm out of here. I'm way over time. I'm way over my hour show. I want to remind everybody, join us on Friday for our 100th episode. We're going to do a bunch of giveaways. We got cases. We have Amazon. Speaking of Amazon, we have Amazon e-gift cards I'm giving away for free. I can shoot them over. If you're a winner, I can shoot them over to you in a matter of minutes. We'll do multiple winners. So Join us on Friday, and you have a very, very good chance of walking away with a prize. Thank you for joining us. Please have a safe, enjoyable, safe afternoon. And as always, I will see you tomorrow. Be on the lookout. I'm going to upload, or I've already uploaded. I'm going to release the unboxing of this Samsung Galaxy S9 Ultra that I did earlier today. I'm going to make sure, I'm going to hit that, publish that video. And then I'll start the review of this. So I will see you tomorrow, same time, same place, eSIM Studios podcast live stream. Gonna start right around 3 p.m. Central Standard Time every single day. So yeah, appreciate the time as always, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.